All right. So this video is about using ChatGPT or any of these AI tools to create a proposal or a quotation for website design. This is particularly useful to people who are maybe newbies in website design, and a client tells you to send a proposal or send a quotation, and you want to do something that is not over formal and yet not too casual. So something that will just help capture things that you want to do and communicate maybe in a clear way to your client. So let's say I'm just using a random figure. It could be more, it could be less, it could be a lot more. So I'm saying that, okay, you want to charge 500K or 700K or 800K or 300K or 200K or 100K, depending on what you're doing. Okay, it could just be a landing page, it could be any of those things. So I said, let me craft a prompt that you can use to guide you, because sometimes you never know where to start from. So this prompt has been crafted to help you give you pointers, or you can even copy exactly what it tells you and just adjust it to suit your client and or the situation. So I'm writing a prompt that says, kindly help me draft a detailed professional website design quotation for a poultry business. So you can use your own business or the business of the client if you have that. You can even give it a name. You can say maybe named blah blah blah. Okay, in Nigeria. So this one is customized to Nigeria. The total project fee is 500K. Maybe that's what you have in mind. With a delivery time of 3 weeks, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 1 week, it could be 4 weeks, depending on the one you're doing. Assuming no required materials are provided promptly. So the business currently does not have a logo or company profile. So it's like the people, they want you to also create a logo and a company profile. If they do have, you can tell it, okay, the business already has a logo and a company profile. So you might tell you they might need to provide you their logo or company profile so that you're able to use that to craft the content pages and content from the website. So those should be included as part of the package, but this we're assuming they don't have. The quotation should also cover domain registration and hosting for 1 year using a reputable Nigerian hosting provider. If you use a Nigerian hosting provider, if you are designing from Nigeria, it's actually cheaper. If you want to use an American host, maybe or British, or maybe HostGator, GoDaddy, and Hostinga, and Bluehost, and the rest, it should be different because that's charged in dollars and it could be more expensive. So if that's the one they want to use, of course, put it in here, customize the prompt to that. So please structure your proposal to include a clear project overview, then let's make it out. A detailed cost breakdown with each component explains simple client-friendly language, a total cost summary both in figures and in words, payment terms and project timelines, and then a section for both terms and conditions. Okay, that's good. So let me just bring this up. Okay. So the tone should be professional but easy to understand, using tables for clarity wherever needed. The final document should look like something a seasoned web design consultant will present to a prospective client. Okay, fine. So this is just simple. You can always tweak it to your taste. You can add more details to your taste. All right, but I just did it to make it easy for you if you don't know where to even start from. All right. So you can just copy this prompt. All right. I'll put this prompt in the description of this video so you can easily copy it and you can toss it in any of the tools, any of the GPT tools you're using, any of the generative tools you're using. So let's say I copy it. Okay, I've already done like a demo here for you to see, but let me put it on Copilot, for example. So I hit it on Copilot, so just a connection is good enough so that I can generate it. So Copilot is working on it. So it's telling you, okay, blah blah blah, project overview, okay, detailed cost breakdown, cost summary, all right, payment terms. So you can always adjust. This one's telling us 60% upfront, 40% upon completion. So it's giving you a heads up on how you can structure these things, all right. Phase duration, all right. So we told you 3 weeks. We broke it down what we'll be doing in 3 weeks. Terms and conditions, even on acceptance form, all right. If you copy this, for example, let's say if you copy this and go to drop it in a Microsoft Word document, let's see what you get. So if you paste it in a Microsoft Word document, so it gives you something like this, okay. So you can always edit this to suit your taste, all right. There's one I edited here. Let me just show you if it's still there. The one I edited, whereby, okay, so the tables are now to format it to have borders and all that, okay. So things like that, okay. So let me go back to the one I just created. All right, so you can format it in a way that suits. All right, remove all these emojis. You don't really need these emojis in those professional stuff. So you can remove the emojis. Okay, you can now, like I said, format the table. For example, let me just quickly format this. Go to table properties. I go to borders and shadings. So I make maybe a single line. I just make this like this. Okay, so we can make it smaller. So a smaller width. So let me do all this. Okay. Alright. Okay, so this is something like this. You can always, stretch or restretch to suit whatever I want to suit. I can even push this to the next page to make it easy to read. I can remove this line on top of it if I don't want that. Alright, so cost breakdown. Alright, so I just showed how to format the table. Of course, you should know that already with Microsoft Word. So you can do for the rest and other things. So payment terms. So all this is about. Put this here. Okay, so I'm just formatting it just to show you what you can do with it. So I can also format this table just like I did the last time. Table properties. I go to borders and shadings. I pick this one. I pick this. Make the line smaller. Okay. Have that. If the payments can be very transparent, the details will be provided upon acceptance. Okay. So however you want to do it. So project timeline. So you can go ahead and just do all that and format it the way you want, but that's giving you clarity. So if you have written some things before, this can show you maybe what to add, what to remove. You can make the font a lot bigger, and so many things that you can do with it. So this just gives you clarity. Format it very nicely, to be in a nice proposal format. You can do something like this. So that when you print it and they bind it, or when you get a PDF, you can put your own logo at the base, at the top here, all right, at the comment, just to make it professional. And you see, there you go. So I just thought to share this. So let me see what you do with it. So I use Copilot here. You can also do that with your ChatGPT. This is GPT. Okay, I already do one there. So if I paste the same prompt in the GPT, okay, nothing. You know what I copied. So let me go to the prompt where I get the prompt. You see, so I go to the ChatGPT. I paste the whole thing there. I can generate. Let me see. Okay, maybe connection is slow. I don't know. But if you do that, let me see what ChatGPT says. Then you can also do that with Gemini and see what's going on. Okay, GPT. Oh, my connection break. Okay, on. Okay. So whatever the case is, just try it out. I don't know why my connection is breaking. It's not really supposed to. Okay, Gemini. Okay, this is my GPT. Okay, GPT is still trying to work some quotation. Okay, possibly if you try the question and stop whatever it's generating. Okay, don't know what's happening anyway. Thank God for Copilot that was able to do that. So you can try it on other GPTs or other DeepSeek, anything you're using, and see what comes out of it. Hope this was good to you. You can try it not just for website design. I just use that for this, but you can use it for any of the best. And see you in our next video.